When the great Sufi poet Jalal-ad-Din Rūmī died on December 17, 1273, his followers didn't mourn in the traditional sense. They didn't call it a death. Instead, they celebrated it as Şeb-i, which means the wedding night, the night of union. For Rūmī and his followers, life on earth was seen as a temporary separation from the divine beloved. All of one's existence, the poetry, the prayers, the love, the longing was simply a preparation for the ultimate reunion. Death, therefore, wasn't an end, but a beautiful, ecstatic return to the source. This concept is beautifully embodied in the practice of the Şeb-i, the famous whirling ceremony of the Mevlevi order, which Rūmī founded. When you see a whirling dervish, they are not merely spinning or dancing for performance. This is a profound spiritual practice, a form of active meditation. One hand is turned up towards the heavens, to receive divine grace, and the other is turned down towards the earth, to channel that grace to all of creation. The constant turning is a physical manifestation of the planets orbiting the sun, and of the soul orbiting in the presence of God. It's a way to empty the self of the ego, to achieve a state of spiritual intoxication, and to remember one's true origin. Rūmī's poetry constantly speaks to this theme of union. He famously wrote, "When we are dead, seek not our tomb in the earth, but find it in the hearts of men." He believed that love is the fundamental force of the universe, and it does not simply vanish with physical death. It transforms, it continues. The grief we feel is merely love that has lost its earthly home. For the Sufi, this grief can be channeled into devotion, into a deeper remembrance of God, which is called dhikr. On the night Rūmī passed, his followers didn't just weep, they recited the names of God, they prayed, and they performed the Şeb-i, turning their grief into a celebration of his soul's final wedding. The story of Şeb-i offers a powerful perspective on life and death. It teaches that our existence is not a straight line from birth to a final, dark end. Instead, it's a circle, a return journey. Rūmī taught that fear of death comes from a misunderstanding of what it is. It is not an annihilation, but a liberation. It's the moment the drop of water finally merges back into the vast, endless ocean. So, the Şeb-i is not a dance of sorrow, but a living prayer of joy, the body saying yes to this divine homecoming. It reminds us that we are all, in our own ways, in a state of constant returning. May our endings also be weddings, a return to the love from which we all came. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow and share. Nirvanas Yoga is waiting to welcome you all home.